Did you take bolts for the crossbow, or just the crossbow, just to disarm him?
I just took the crossbow to disarm him. I gave him the incriminating evidence when they took him away.
Okay, so you no longer have the crossbow?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Just checking. So yeah. Cool. I think everybody's pretty. Yes.
I would like to ask that one guy before he bows out and walks away.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to know what's the deal with the snake people.
Ah, the snake person. Yes, those are the Yuan-Ti. They live deep in the jungle, and they have been at odds with Port Nyanzaru for ages upon ages, and they wish to take what we have. Sometimes they are partners we can deal with, but if it was a Yuan-Ti plot of assassination, then perhaps now is not a time for trade.
Don't you want tea, baby?
Okay, well,
do you have any other questions
really
for
all I
him,
need
or
to know
meta
about
questions I might be able to?
Well, I mean, like, I'll ask him, like, where they're located at and stuff like that. Just general information that I can pull from later on if we happen to run into them.
Let's see here. He knows they come from the jungle. Can't really tell you much more than that. They, some of the Yuan-Ti, they're almost human. Others are almost entirely snake. And they come in kind of a mix sometimes. And, people, he's not sure. It's not in the teachings of Joaquin, but he has heard that there is that they have been cursed. And it's not just, they're not just people, whatever. They're actually cursed to be in that shape. Although some of them seem to act more like they're snakes than not, I guess. I don't know. Let's see here. Who could tell you more? That's a thing he could tell you. Why don't I have my quick page? Where's my quick page? I'm typed up a nice special quick page for this type of thing. It is located right behind these quick pages, right? Yes, there it is. Let's see. Some of the merchant princes, which effectively rule the city, and deal with various things. I haven't mentioned the merchant princes at all. They were kind of important. Not super important, but I should have mentioned them before now. That level of importance. Let's see here. Wakanga Otamu. He's one of the merchant princes of the city, who deals with magic and lore. And he might be able to tell you a little bit more about the Yuan-Ti, because lore is his wheelhouse. So, yeah.
Okay. I bow and I begin to make my way, probably towards the bathhouse.
Okay. We're gonna fast forward a little bit, and we are gonna gather people up at this place. Ha! You guys thought you were moving. You weren't yet. I'm still working on making a place. But we're gonna gather you guys at an inn where you can talk and stuff, because
There's two in the bazaar,
there are two in the bazaar.
as I tell everybody.
Yeah. This page, grab the characters. Get out of here, Hugh. We don't need you. Feist. Nope. You can go to the map layer. Map layer. Grab. I'll have you take over this table. Why not? Okay, and we can bring everybody to the inn. An inn. A inn. And you guys are all sitting in the inn, talking. Yay.
Yay! Oh, it's been a long day.
It sure has. I cheered up 4 people today.
Oh, did you?
I did. I may
That's
have
good of
stolen
you.
some money, but I mean,
You did
gave it
what?
back. I borrowed some money, and gave it to those who needed it.
Oh,
You redistribute.
You went fuzzy, dude.
well, he redistributed wealth.
I did, and
I
I'm
can get
proud of my
behind that.
actions.
What are we not using?
I stopped the assassination of Priest of WotC.
That's good.
Yeah, but did you see a dinosaur race? That was pretty cool.
No, but I ate dinosaur. Did you eat dinosaur?
No?
Well, I can do this and wild shape into that dinosaur.
Eat him.
Oh,
There is now a Deinonychus right in here. Deinonychus.
that's nice. I heard there was there's a group of people trying to I already forgot everything. Wow. They're trying to make a camp out in the woods, but they're having a hard time of it, and they really want to like fight for the people and protect the people. It sounds like a pretty worthy cause. And like ward off undead. That's a thing.
Yeah, undead's kind of a bad thing to have around here.
If we're looking for
Anywhere,
something
really.
to do, we could probably help them clear a path to that camp. Get set up
Do we know where the camp is?
out in the jungle somewhere.
That
I know that's not real helpful. I'm sure we could find the group and
Yeah,
then offer our help and
it sounds
find
like
out
a
where it is
noble
that way.
cause.
I did meet a guy who was a guide. Do we have like
That-
a waiter or something?
Where's our tab? Come on.
Yeah, sure. There are various. It's this guy. He's
I know that guy.
yeah.
Okay.
Like on a personal level?
No, that's Trog,
Yeah.
I think.
Trog, bring drink, and he slams a bunch of cups down, and they all kind of shake, and a little bit of the tej spills out on the table, but most of it's still in there. It looks like he's practiced this move of violently setting down a tray full of drinks several times. So you guys have drinks now.
I asked Trog if he's ever heard of a man named Gondolo. He's about. I make a gesture about how tall he is, and pantomime a little bit of what clothing he was wearing and stuff like that. He had a hat that was this tall.
Trog is going to point and say, is that him? Pointing at this
Is it
obvious no. It is who is this? It is some female, not halfling. I can tell you that. Right on a first glance. This is a
Female
medium-sized
red guard.
creature, not a tall, small
I'm just
creature.
having an amazing game because I'm watching him at the time. It's yeah,
No, that one's not it.
that's awkward. It's my
That's
mic's
not him.
Is that him?
No, that's not him.
Yeah,
Is that him? He's short. He's obviously pointing to Jared.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
to me.
Wait, Jared, what race are you?
I'm a dwarf, so I am short.
He's the dwarf.
I could see how you'd be confused, but I'm pretty sure that we have different people we're thinking of.
Trog,
Is
no,
there
no.
perhaps like a employer that you have here that I could speak to?
Can I talk to the manager?
Trog, go find manager. And he walks off.
Right. I walk up to the manager in the bar.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on, I'm running through my head of any of Derek's characters that would be awesome to be a manager, but I'm not gonna bother. What can I do for you? The guy says.
Just looking for some information about the. Well, I guess I should invite the rest of the group. I just kind of took over.
No, whatever. I don't care. They might.
They might. I don't want to just go ahead and start
No.
stealing. It's a ball.
What's that even do?
We'll
Sick
save that
Ken-
for
I
later.
hate bald
Kenku.
eagles.
Oh man, I wanted to talk to the bald eagle.
Okay. I'm fine with this. At the bar is an Aarakocra. I think. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. It's a bird word. Ah, what can I do for you? You guys are spoiling my bird voice. This is I only have one bird voice, and I have to use it here at the inn.
Wait, the bartender's an eagle?
He is
Yes.
in a Aarakocra.
Oh, okay.
It basically an eagle person. Give me a second. I'll drag and drop something onto the map here. Boom,
I've seen them before.
Eagle person. Roll 20.
I'm gonna change back into a person and then walk over to.
Oh, it's a eagle person. There we go. Okay. Cool.
We were interested
Eagle person.
in.
That's what they look like.
Yes.
Except instead of being an adventurer, he's dressed like an innkeeper. Did Trog spill your drinks again? He's been known to do that. I apologize. I'll top off your glasses on the house.
Yeah. Is off to a good start.
I can't wait to tell Derek that Trog is working in an inn in Schult.
You're too late. I already told him.
Nice. That's awesome.
He's having an identity crisis.
I'm really curious what he thinks of my Trog impression. Anyway, so yes,
We had heard that there was a camp in the woods, Camp Vengeance.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ah, yes, of the Order of the Gauntlet. Yes,
Yeah.
I know of them. Yes. What
heard that
information
they were-
can I tell for you?
Well, I'm looking for information on. It said that they were fighting maybe some sort of undead threat out there in the jungle. Is that?
Ah,
Have you
yes.
heard anything about that?
Oh, very much so. The jungles are filled with undead, and in fact, on some bad nights, they come and assault the very walls of the city themselves. Well, I say the walls. They occasionally get to the walls. Normally, they end up spending a lot of time in the paupers' quarters outside of the walls. But, they're quickly put down by city guard. But yes, no, the jungle is filled with undead. My eagle voice doesn't sound very eagerly anymore, but it's kind of gravelly, and I'll keep using it. But yes,
I was wondering, what
Another
do
drink.
you think of this organization?
the Order of the Gauntlet? Well, I don't think they're very clever. They're noble and brave, I'll give them that. But the jungle isn't like back on the mainland, as they call it. The jungle is a fierce mistress, and she'll kill you faster than any undead. Don't drink any water that you haven't prepared yourselves. Boil it all. Oh yes, boil
The
it
jungle will poison your water.
I'll have to prepare the conjure water spell when we go into the jungle.
all. Good. It saves me having to make you guys roll against throat leeches.
Do you know of any reputable guides that would be able to lead us to there? I've heard of one named Gondolo.
Gondolo, a little cretin owes me money. Well, Jobel is one of the merchant princes, and it's his domain that all the guides and the sellswords are. They pay him money. Yeah, they pay him money. I hold on, I forgot how to English.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. And if anyone can recommend a good solid guide, he can.
What was the name of the character that could do that?
Jobal.
Jobal. Jobal. Yes, he'd be a good person to talk to about that. But other than that, some of the guides, I don't know, there may be one here in the room, but they put postings at various places in the city if you're looking for a guide.
Is it him?
It could be him. He in fact could be the
What
token
about him?
for the first guy you pointed to may be the token for Gondola's partner, but that's not important right now. These are just random people in an inn. They might not be. Who knows? You guys could be guides, as far as I know. Whatever. Guides occasionally they've got like boards in the city that people post. And an important thing about guides is some of them have like certain specialties isn't quite the right word. Territory that they know better than the other ones. And so having an idea of where you are going is a little helpful. Though if you're going, say, just up the Shoshin Star River, most of them should be able to do that, since that's a fairly straight shot, because that's where this innkeeper knew the Camp Righteous had been, right on the Shoshin Star. And he's not sure about Camp Vengeance.
So you're a guide.
I've flown over the jungles a time or two, but I don't do that anymore. One of the best ways to not die to the jungle is to be above it.
Makes sense.
Yes.
If Tanith was here, I'd make stilts. Alright, does anybody else have any questions for our lovely bird?
I went to an
bartender?
Aarakocra name generator, just typed that into Google, and the third name that generated on it is just I. As in the letter I, as in myself.
Just I.
Just I. I am I.
My name.
It is I.
It is I. I did it.
Oh my god.
Yes. Aye.
He admits it. See.
Question.
Answer.
How long are our campaigns planning to go on Tuesdays?
We're probably pretty close to done right now, because I know it's 10 o'clock for you Central Time Zone people, and I can hear a couple of you fading out. So, yeah, no, we'll probably finish. We'll finish questions here for people who need to want to ask a little bit more of the bird, and then we'll pick up the next day, for next week with whoever can show, because I know Cody will be unable to attend.
Yeah.
So, and Jared is having a bit of internet issues right now and has to depart. So anyway, does anyone else have any questions for this bird guy, who I will totally randomly roll up a name for by next week? I'll try and have.
I just ask him more about racing and how to get into a race and stuff, and whether there's rules and stuff. But just for my general character knowledge.
No,
and if it would be illegal for a druid to enter themselves in the race.
He's not heard of it happening. One of the big important things is that you do need a jockey, and so you would have to have, you would have to have somebody riding on top of you to be in the race. But we can deal with those details. You won't be here next week. We'll try not to leave the port next week. It'll be a couple of days in town before the next race. Yeah.
Well, maybe we can do that outside of a game or whatever and get it all set up before we have to do it.
We'll make it happen. And part of it will be questions that are just kind of everybody will probably want to know. But anyway, Jared had a question for me. Anybody else have any questions before we sign off for the night?
No.
Okay, thanks for filling in tonight, Zach. It was fun.
Okay.
Oh, Zach's not a regular? I don't get to
know.
listen to that awesome voice every week.
I don't know.
I mean, we could probably arrange something.
I have like 8 people who had like a vague knowledge of this happening and said, "Oh, can I make it?" And like a couple of them couldn't make it this week. One can't make it on Tuesdays, and it's like I've got way too much demand to really be able to have. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. We'll figure it out.
That's a good problem to have.
I'm sorry about not being able to make it next week. I work.
Yeah, it happens. It's another seat. So we're gonna play it right here.
But then I'm free for like 5 or 6 weeks straight. So
right on. I will probably, even if you guys are not in the city and are out in jungly stuff, I will try and sculpt things so it makes sense with people. Just being able to pop in and out, other than not caring about it, because that's the thing I do.
You can have a Camp A and Camp B. Camp B is entirely off screen.
Maybe that could happen. I don't know. I need to think about it. That's a thing to think about. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming tonight. And yeah, we'll pick it up again next week.
Right on.
Okie dokie.
That sounds good.